Well, hello everybody. Welcome to LA Dodger Report. No game today, so why not put up a quick video, talk about a couple of things in the Dodger universe, and review a beer. Alright, let's get right to it. First up is the resurrection of Rich Hill, and we're very happy about that. A victory for the Saberheads. Now, usually I'm not much of a metrics and a stats and a war and a whip and a such and such kind of stat guy. I really don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. Certainly, I don't think that we should base every decision on it. But there was a big victory for those stat heads with Rich Hill. Now, Rich Hill, you might remember, did pretty well last season. Toward the end of the season, he came through in the playoffs. He manhandled the Cubs and won a big game in the NLCS. But starting out this season, he didn't do very well. He started out kind of so-so and then just kind of tail bombed. And people were knocking him. And Rich Hill is a favorite of mine. You know me, I love those southpaws, and I wanted to see Hill come through. He's got a fantastic curveball, and when his curveball is on, he's on, and he's dominant. I even think that his curveball is better than Clayton Kershaw's. When it's working, mind you. And it has been working lately. What happened? He was having a really hard time. And before the Angels series, the stats boys sat down and brought the numbers to the skipper and showed him that Rich Hill was basically two different kind of pitchers, from the windup and from the stretch. And he was a fantastic pitcher coming out of the stretch. Rick Honeycutt, the pitching coach, bought into it. The skipper bought into it. They showed it to Hill, and he bought into it as well. Here comes the Angels game, and he did very well. He had his longest outing of the season at 7 innings. And one thing, though, was that he said he wasn't really comfortable pitching out of the stretch all the time. So he tinkered a little bit more with his delivery in that Angel game. And we saw further good results of that the last time that he came out to pitch. And he did very well. He came out with that modified pitching stance. I'll tell you this. He said that he felt his body was much more in balance and much more one with his new pitching stance, so that legs, hips, arms, shoulder, everything was in sync, and it made a difference. Rich Hill went 7 shutout innings, and he gave up only 4 hits. A couple of those were bunk. One of them, as a matter of fact, was dropped in the outfield when I think it was Kike lost it in the lights. So he did very well, and he also struck out 11. So that means if Rich Hill can hang on, that means the Dodgers have Kershaw, who's Kershaw. They've got Alex Wood, who's kicking serious butt. And now they've got Rich Hill clicking. And that should be great because Hyunjin Ryu has shown up with a problem in his foot. They're having him checked out further, and they're pushing his start further back. Kenta Maeda didn't do very well in his last outing, so one step forward, step back for the pitching staff. Let's wish everybody well. All right, and the other part that I wanted to talk about, but right before we get to that, right before we get to the Kenley incident, which in the All-Star voting, it's a pretty hot day, and we've got a summer beer here, so why don't we pour this puppy, and then we'll get to the Kenley incident. This, what we're drinking here today, is Hefe. El Hefe. I'm not sure how the Germans pronounce it, but I call it El Hefe. This is from Widmar Brothers. I think that they're out of Pennsylvania. The original American Hefeweizen. All right, so this is an American Hefeweizen. Let's give it a try, shall we? Here we go. Smells good. Now, what's a Hefeweizen? A Hefeweizen is a wheat beer. It's heavy on the wheat, light on the barley. And as you can see, it's a pretty light beer. There's the color, pretty gold. 4.9 ABV on this, so it's not powerful. It should be a summervescent taste. Let's see. The smell is fresh. And the taste, pretty good, pretty smooth. If it's heavy on the wheat, I'll tell you what, it's heavy on wheat with honey on top. Yeah, it's like a honey wheat taste. I like this. This will go good sitting out on these hot summer nights. Kick back outside tonight with one of these puppies and enjoy it the night away from stressing over baseball. But speaking of stressing over baseball, Kenley Jansen got stressed out over the fact that his fellow Dodgers did not get elected starters. Well, they made it on the team. Cody Bellinger made it. Corey Seager made it. Kershaw and Jansen made it. Justin Turner got like that close, but he didn't make it. And there's a last-minute push to vote JT on. There's like a final vote that's happening. So get online and vote JT into the All-Star game. But what was this Kenley incident all about? Well, Kenley Jansen came out and blamed the fans because no Dodgers were starters. Listen, I get it, man. The Dodgers are the best team in the National League. They're certainly the hottest team around right now. And they deserve to have at least one or two starters. Besides, maybe we're going to get an automatic Dodger pitcher starting. Maybe. But either way, we haven't had an infielder start on the All-Stars since ex-Giant Jeff Kent in 2005. And it would have been nice to get one or two infielders out there. Corey Seager, last year's Rookie of the Year, would have been great. But at any rate, Kenley blamed the fans. And he came out and said something to the effect of, it's the fans' fault, and wagged his finger like this. You. He's talking to you and me when he says it's the fans' fault. Listen, Kenley, we did everything we can on our end. We voted our rear ends off. But the Dodgers have a problem with no TV, and the Dodgers have a problem with a shrinking fan base because of no TV. 4 years, LA has been missing out on the Dodgers. You've got a generation of kids over the past 4 years who've come of age who don't have the Dodgers in their home, and therefore they don't have the Dodgers in their mind. That means they don't have the Dodgers in their heart. So the Dodgers are losing fans every season that this stupid TV boycott goes on. It's going to get worse. But Kenley, it's not our fault, man. The diehards are there. We're voting. I'm asking viewers on the video to vote. We're doing everything we can to get the boys in blue to be wearing big All-Stars. But don't blame us, man. We're giving you the love. It's just there aren't as many fans out there as you think there are. And we don't all have super home theater setups that pull in every channel in the world, including the Dodgers channel, just like a multi-millionaire athlete might have in his house. So give a little consideration, man, and give a little thought of us out here who buy the tickets and we watch you on TV and we pay the cable price, and those of us who don't, we're dodging the authorities and streaming through the internet using pirate streams and VPNs and who knows what else. We're doing our bit, man. We're pulling for you, Kenley. We're pulling for the rest of the Dodgers. In between each drink of this delicious Hefeweizen. So, go Dodgers. Vote JT into the All-Star game. and enjoy a cold one on this day off with no baseball, except for LA Dodger Report coming at you. See you next time. Peace.